Yo, what's going on, man? This is your boy, Super Mario, man. You are in the yo with your boy. Today, we're going to be talking about what's in my inbox, the latest music tech news, leaks, and tips, man. This is our 14th video. And on this particular 14th video, we're going to be talking about some pre-releases and also some announcements that's actually been kind of leaking out there before the actual NAMM show. Not exactly sure what annual number that they're on or whatnot, but the NAMM show is coming up here in the next week or two out there in Anaheim, California. So kind of excited to see what's going to be coming out and how music tech is going to be shaping up going forward in 2025 and stuff like that, man. So without further ado, man, we're going to go ahead and get into the inbox. So let's go ahead and transition our screen and pull up our first situation here, man. And we're going to go ahead and check out this new drop from Tone Empire. It is the L2 compressor. It is a British diode bridge compressor, and you probably seen these type of compressors with Neve and other brand, or should I say other hardware and stuff like that. But this particular bridge diode compressor is coming from the Chandler L2 LT2 compressor. All right, so that's their emulation of it. So it's not the Neve, it's actually the Chandler L2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Chandler LTD2 compressor, excuse me, the LTD2. Okay, so what they did was just took off the D and they have L2. Okay, all right, so the Chandler LTD2 compressor is based on this particular plugin is based off of that schematic or that particular design and everything like that. But this compressor, I downloaded the demo. I'm kind of iffy on it a little bit. At $39, it's not bad. But with this particular compressor, it is a Class A discrete compressor with that diode bridge topology and everything like that. And you can use this pretty much on pretty much anything, mostly for bus compression and also mastering compression. I won't see it too much on individual elements, but if you have like a drum kit or, you know what I'm saying, a group of strings or guitars or stuff like that, it'll work really good. Or a group of vocals, and you can see here what it's best for: vocals, drum, bus, bass. Bass is good. Bass is good. Acoustical instruments and mix bus, and everything like that. Now with this particular plugin, I did try out the demo, and one thing that really bothered me is when you're you know, saying switching the attack and the release times, there's a slight pause in the audio for whatever reason, and it really kind of not makes it fluid. And when you're switching the attack and release times, and when you're dealing with compression, you kind of want to have a smooth transition in between times, whether it's variable or fixed. You know, you don't want to have any interruption in the audio, so you can, you know, use your ears to quickly analyze what's going on with the compression. Well, with this particular plugin, it definitely is doing something crazy on the attack and release times when you're switching the timing. So just kind of want to give you a heads up if you do try to you know, saying try out the demo and you have this weird, you know, saying pausing of the audio or drop out in the audio when you're switching the attack and release times. I'm not exactly sure why it's doing that, but hopefully when they come up on their next update, they do address that. It's a little bit annoying, but hey, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is, man. But it does actually sound pretty good, you know what I'm saying. It has a slight color to it, and it definitely glues and clamp down on the compression really well, and it has a little punch to it, and it has a punch and a lot of that makeup game with it as well, man. But it's a very good compressor, but like I said, that attack and release time with the pause in the audio is not what's up at all. Stuff like that, man. But you can try it out on the demo. Tone Empire L2 comp, modeled after the Chandler LTD2 compressor, British diode bridge compression. All right, cool. We're gonna go to our next email, and it's going to be from Overloud TH-U. They're actually doing a free giveaway, and it will probably end going into next week. So right now, this weekend is a perfect time to get your free license of the Overloud THU Essentials plugin. Now, if you see this video at a later time, you just missed out. They're giving away 1,000 free licenses in between January 14th and the 20th. So this is a very, very great time to get a free plug-in, a free and an awesome and a very good guitar modeling plug-in, which gets you started with the essentials of what THU gives you or whatnot. Now you can buy expansion packs and add it to the THU plug-in engine, I like to call it, because all it is a driver for other modules. So if you want to get into the THU guitar environment, this is a perfect way to get in there and get the THU and then buy expansion packs. You may not need everything in their bundle that they have. I think it's the premium bundle. You may not need all that stuff. You just may need the Funk and Soul expansion, or you may need the 60s expansion, or the American vintage amps or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But at least you have the plug-in THU and you can get it absolutely free. 1,000 licenses each day. So take advantage of that right there. That is a very, very great deal right there, man. Make sure you go ahead and head over to Overloud and check out the THU essentials for free. But you have to, redeem that particular copy. So we'll try to make sure we get that link in the description and everything like that. So I'll make sure I put that in the description. Okay, moving along to the next email we have here, and this is coming from I'm not going to butcher this name, Xilus Labs, but we're going to say XILS-Labs. And this is a recreation of the what this is, the CS80 synth, and it's called the 80. You probably seen this synth been recreated from Softtube, if I'm not mistaken, Cherry Audio, and I think Arturia has their own model as well, and I think UVI has their own rendition of the CS80 or whatnot. But this is the legendary synthesizer you heard on countless 80s hits and stuff like that. And this particular company, XILS-Labs, because I'm not going to butcher that name. Please don't go for me in the comments. Please spare me one, or whatnot. But they actually put out their own version of the CS80 synth. If you heard one, you heard them all. How close it gets to the original, I'm not exactly sure. And I'm quite sure there's a lot of people out there that do not or haven't even experienced the original. Very, very few or whatnot. But I'm quite sure it has the same type of sounds. It's really nothing to get excited about. I mean, we already have different emulation, so why would another company emulate it for their own needs? I'm not exactly sure. I don't get it. It's just like we have a bunch of Need 73 plugins and a whole bunch of Pultec plugins. Why emulate something that somebody else did good? Stuff like that. But hey, it's out there. Make sure you go ahead and try out the 80 VST and check it out at your leisure. All right, cool. We're gonna keep moving on right here, man. Now this is an announcement, man, coming soon to a computer near you, man. Plugin Boutique, their own plugin called Scalar. We all know Scalar, and Scalar 2 became really, really popular in the last couple of years, and where you can, just basically play different chord progressions, on different instruments and whatnot. Well, guess what? They're going to be coming out with a third rendition of Scalar, and looks like they're going to have a GUI improvement, and I'm quite sure add some added features as well. And as we scroll down on this email, you'll see there's a redesign on the graphics UI. We got another added feature here, multi-lane timeline. It's curious to see what that actually does, but I'm quite sure you could throw some chords together and everything like that, and then probably drag the MIDI in your particular DAW that you're using. And I'm quite sure this is going to be dropping shortly after NAMM right there on Plugin Boutique, man. So put that on your calendar and make sure you pay attention when that's going to drop. And I'll definitely let you know right here on this channel when Scalar 3 drops, man, because I got Scalar 2 and I love it, man. Love it for doing chord progressions and everything like that, man. We're going to move on to the next email. Now, this one right here is a hardware drop, or should I say a hardware situation, and it's going to come from Gear News. Now, I had to copy this link because this comes from a website that I monitor pretty regularly, and so I emailed it to myself. But this right here, I'm very excited about, man. And I'm quite sure they're going to feature this at NAMM. This is going to be the Black Lion Audio Patch Bay. Now, this patch bay is going to be a little bit different because it has a LED display on top of the insert points. Okay, now you can get this particular patch bay in two different forms. One of the forms is going to be in the TT form, or should I say the PBR lit patch bay. And this is the smaller wires that you would use to, do your patch points and insert points and everything like that. But you'll get all of that LED right there, man. That's pretty dope, man. If you have a lot of gear in your studio, you'll be able to hook up a keyboard and type in on certain slots the name of it, and you don't have to really worry about tape or a permanent marker and labeling your patch bay and having to redo all of that tedious task anymore, man. I really think this is a great idea, and it looks pretty cool, man. And especially sitting in the dark, you just look down there and be like, okay, I just need to move this cable over here, and you don't have to have a light shining above your patch bay, so you can conserve a little bit more energy. Let's think green. Let's think green. All right, cool deal. So it does come in that TTLRT format, and also they will have a 1/4 inch format, or TRS format as well. 48 point. The smaller cable, TT cable, will be at 96 point. So this is probably going to be one of the most purchased formats out of this particular patch bay from Black Lion Audio, which is the TRS format, and everything like that. And I'm quite sure they're gonna do really, really well with this particular unit when this does release at an MSRP price at $399. I'm suspecting this will release on Sweetwater at about like $280 or $290, and not at $399. So it probably is gonna be, saying around about that $300 mark and not at the $400 mark, because this is an MSRP price and everything like that. But this is really, really cool, man. To have a digital display of, saying what's in the patch points. That's really, really cool, man. I really, really digging that right there. And at $300, man, I may have to look into this particular unit right here, because I definitely need it. Because if you watch my live streams, my patch bay is at the bottom of my desk and everything like that. So that'll be really, really cool to check out and everything like that. So yeah, man, make sure you keep on the lookout. Black Lion Audio PBR patch bays with the LED display, man. Keep on the lookout for that. That's really, really cool. I'm excited about that drop right there, man. I'm gonna keep it moving, man. This is gonna be coming from Rolling, the Rolling Cloud. If you do have Rolling Cloud, or you're a member of Rolling Cloud, and you are a Rolling Cloud Ultimate member, you got early access to a new plugin they just dropped on, I think it was on, if I'm not mistaken, Wednesday. This is the JC120. Basically, it's the Roland JC120 Jazz Chorus guitar amp. This has a legendary sound, and that's what it looks like right there. If you ever listen to R&B music and you heard the smooth jazz guitar, or George Benson, if you're a big fan of George Benson, listen to some of his instrumental albums, you will hear this particular amp on those type of records or whatnot, man. This particular amp is very, very clean. It's a clean amp, and it just gives you a jazzy blues, and it's just a smooth ass sound, period, or whatnot. But if you're a Rolling Cloud member, Ultimate member or whatnot, you get early access before the actual official release and everything like that. I actually updated my Rolling Cloud account, got this, played around with it in Reason, and man, talk about authentic. This is something I was really, really excited about, and it sounds really, really good on virtual guitars and everything like that. I could just imagine you hooking up a guitar to your interface and running the sound through this particular plugin. It'll probably get you as close as you can with this particular guitar amp and cab as well, man. It's a really, really good plugin. Definitely look into it. But you can go on the website and check it out at your leisure. Again, that is the Roland JC120 guitar amp and cab plug-in or whatnot. We're gonna keep it moving because we have a lot on our plate tonight, or should I say today, or whenever you're watching this video. All right, we're gonna keep it moving, man. Another announcement prior or pre NAMM is gonna come from IK Multimedia, and this is the Tone X cab. Now, this is gonna be a spin-off on the Tone X pedal that they have out right now. And if you know anything about the Tone X technology, it's just basically kind of like this modeling technology that everyone is doing, where you can model these boutique amps and everything like that, these boutique guitar pedals, and also cabs as well. But IK Multimedia just stepped it up on everybody, and they say, you know what, everybody has a modeling pedal, but guess what? We're going to have a modeling cab. And this is game breaker right here. I like innovative stuff like this, man. If we click on it and we check out this particular modeling cab, this is really, really cool. The reason why I think it's really, really cool, because you do get the Tone X pedal, which gives you different amps and different effects that you will have in it, but you kind of lose out on the cab effect. You know what I'm saying? You only get the sounds, the amp sounds, and the some of the IRs from the cab, but you can actually use the cab, man. I'm not gonna play the video, but trying to find a real good picture of this and everything. Let's see, let's go here, and you can really see it from the side. So there it is. So it's a full-fledged guitar cab and everything. You can see you can actually use this. So if you play guitar and you have your Tone X pedal on your pedal board and a few effects, you can run that sound or mic it up right here. You get a cabinet. You actually get speakers and cabs in here. And on the back side, I think on the back side, you get some connectivity as well. So you'll have your power. You can connect this to the computer to, you know what I'm saying, run your files in and out, do your, you know, your IR thing, sync it up to MIDI, and also have input. So you can run from your pedal board into this particular cab, and you're good to go, man. The controls and the knobs are on the top right here, and then you have an output to go into your interface or wherever you're going to be running that. And you can see this gentleman right here loading up in the back of his car, and it comes with a kickstand, 2 kickstands on each side. That's pretty dope, man. I like the innovative I like IK Multimedia because they keep creating cool stuff. They keep creating new stuff, and they keep creating innovative stuff as well. And you can see another picture of it with a kickback on the stand and everything. Very, very simple. Their pedal running into the cab. Boom. The whole idea of this, in my opinion, is to minimize, you know, sometimes if you want that really, really great tone and you got the 2 or 3, 4 preferred tones that you have, you got to have a lot of pedals on your pedal board. This simplifies a lot of things. Number one, you could just have this one Tone X pedal and the Tone X cab, and you're done. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much giving you everything that you've designed in your off time. When you go out and do live gigging, you can definitely use this, man. I just really think that's really, really cool. I'm not a guitar player, but I just really think that's awesome, man. So you see a couple of pictures that they're trying to give you some examples on how you can use the Tone X cab. So you can use it at a live show. Quite sure you can use it in the studio for us miking, and you can even stack them on top of each other to do your thing or whatnot, man. So you come with different grills. So when you do order this, if you want the gold grill, the black grill, or the silver grill to kind of give you that Fender look, that Marshall or Vox look, the options that they give you or whatever the case may be. And I'm quite sure this will work with the Tone X software, and you'll get the bundle software, and it's saying that you will get Tone X SE and Amplitude 5 SE. So that's not bad at all. And I was very, very surprised at the price point on here. I was When I first saw this announcement, I thought this was going to be about like $1,000 or above, but it's actually at about $699 right now, and it starts shipping out in April. So that's really not bad. It's not bad for what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? You're getting modeling technology that interface with a computer that still acts like an actual cab. And is actually, you know what I'm saying, like bundled with software, and you get it all for like $699. That's really not bad at all. So if you're interested in something like this, man, definitely sign up and do your pre-order on this or whatnot. Now, this is the top view of the cab, and you can see that you have an aux level, you have a bass knob, a mid knob, treble knob, and then you can shape the amp tone, and then you can scroll through your presets that you create on the Tone X software and everything, and then overall volume and on and off switch. Really, really nice, man. Very well thought out product. Very minimal. Nothing to be, you know, saying so confused about. It's very straightforward, man. So yeah, the IK Multimedia Tone X cab. That's hot. That's very innovative, and I like that for IK Multimedia, man. We're gonna keep it moving, going on. Kuasa. I mess this name up every time. I'm gonna have to Google this name and see how you even pronounce this name. But Kuasa or Kwasa, Kuasa, whatever the case may be, man. They just released a new plugin and everything like that. This is called Basic 2. All right, this is a basic 3-band EQ based on the bang. Let's see here. If I'm not mistaken, I wanna misquote myself. I think this is based on the. No, it's not. I thought it was based on a particular EQ curve. Oh, it is the Baxandal. And I hope I'm saying that right too. The Baxandal curves or whatever the case may be. But this is a 3-band equalizer, and you can take advantage of, you know what I'm saying, those Baxandal curves on the low, the mid, and the high frequencies as well. You get 2 different color schemes, one white and one black. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with the red, the yellow, and the green. Maybe start, stop, and go. Slow down, whatever the case may be. But you get 2 different UIs that you could choose from, and it's just simply a basic 3-band EQ, man. So Basic 2 is coming near you, man. Quite want to see what the price point is on here. Let's see. I'm quite sure it's not free. Oh, is it free? Yeah, it is free. It is absolutely free. Okay, yeah. So this is a free plugin. Okay, cool. So if you're looking for a free EQ plugin, you can never go wrong with an EQ plugin. This is how you do it. This is it. It's free. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, free plugin right there. Again, low, mid, high, adjust. You get also a high pass filter, a low pass filter, and an output knob. I thought this was a paid plugin, but I didn't know it was free. So yeah, this is a nice little grab right here, man. I'll make sure I put the link in the description on this one, so you guys can take advantage of that, or you can go on the Kuas or Kuasa website, which is Kuasa. Hope I'm saying it right. Kuasa.com and everything like that, man. But the link will be in the description. All right, cool. We're going to keep it moving on, man. Going to the next email. This is from Afroplug. This is a company that I kind of follow. And if you're into Afrobeats and, you know, the Caribbean type beats and African, West African, and, you know, all of those type of beats and stuff like that, make sure you go ahead and check out Afroplug. They got some pretty good instruments for those genres of music and everything like that. The reason why I say this is because when you follow this link, and I'll make sure I add that in the description, it'll take you to a YouTube video which will have those links with all the free plugins, and it will be, I think it's 4 plugins that is free, but it's not the full version. So you're not going to get like all the sounds. You're going to get a limited amount of presets but at least you can try it out. And if you like it, you could buy a pro, or I think it's the pro version. And I think those prices hover around about 60 something bucks per plug-in or whatnot. But you do get access to at least try the plug-in absolutely free. And if you like it, and it has, let's say, 10 presets, go ahead, it's yours, it's free. So I'll make sure I leave a link down in the description for that. But Afroplug, I'll talk about them pretty frequently on these what's in my inbox videos, but make sure you go ahead and check them out. We're going to move on to the next email, and this is going to be from Audient. All right, so they, trying to put the pressure on everybody, and coming straight out the gate, man, for 2025 with a brand new interface, man. I'm not exactly sure why they just really didn't wait for NAMM to announce a new interface, but I can see it from a marketing standpoint. You kind of want to get ahead of the game, start getting some pre-orders out there and everything like that. So that's smart marketing, I have to say. But Audient, man, this surprised me. I just knew that Audient was gonna drop another ID interface. It was only a matter of time, and I'm kicking myself in my ass right now because I just bought a brand new interface, and I really wanted an Audient interface. I just didn't want to go down the Evo route. Even though the Audient Evo interfaces are really, really cool, I like what they do. I wanted a ID interface. You feel me? And the ones that they had, that desktop tabletop interface, I really wasn't feeling that. I wanted something more rack mounted, and look what they just announced. So this is the ID48. Is their flagship 8-channel audio interface, 19U 1 rack format size and everything like that. Now you do get the famous ID preamps and everything like that. I'm sorry, an Amber Alert is going on right now while I'm recording this video, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and refocus. But you do get the same mic pre's that are from the ASP8024 recording console. So you're getting some high quality preamps, 8 of them, and everything like that, man. So the inputs look like they're gonna be on the back side here, and the outputs look like they're going to be, let's click on this picture. Yeah, the D sub. Yeah, that's what it is. The D sub connection right here. You have some insert returns right here as well. And then you have 2 sets of monitor outputs, and of course, for 2 sets of ins and outs of ADAT optical and word clock connections as well. And you have analog mic line ends right here, which I like that. They give you 8 analog inputs, combo XLR jacks. I like that format. That's really, really cool, because keeping a clean front face of the particular device right here, and you get a lot of finger room on controlling the gain on the knobs for each preamp that is on the front. I really like this format. I'm jealous, and I'm kicking myself in the behind right now, because this is awesome. This is really, really awesome. I like this interface already. I don't think this one is out just yet. They will have live demonstration at NAMM. You can see right here, booth 6903 if you're going to NAMM and everything like that. The starting price point for this, I'm very, very surprised at the price. This is going to be on Thomann website, and they have it at around about $765 English pounds, which will probably be around about 800 bucks, give or take, in US dollars and everything like that. That is not bad at all, man. That is a very, very good interface. I highly recommend this interface if you're not a Apollo fanboy, and you're really not getting down with the Scarletts, and you're looking for an 8-channel interface under $1,000. This Audient ID48 interface is a grab, around about $800, give or take. I think this is gonna be right around about like $890, or right at the $900 mark in US dollars. This is gonna be a steal. I'm plotting and scheming right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Let's see here. Let's read the specs here. We're just gonna read it off of here. So basically, it comes equipped with D-sub connections as the main in and outs. Of course, you're gonna get uh, analog to digital inputs, line outputs, and insert sends and returns. You will have the ID Mixer app, and also it'll act as a monitor control for you as well. You do get a pair of independent headphone preamps, enough to drive your headphones all the way up to 600 ohms. That's very, very powerful right there. While you are, getting this and planning for your next interface. So there's not going to be MIDI I/O on this particular interface. A lot of interfaces are going down that route anyway, because a lot of MIDI devices are working via USB. But this particular unit will be interface with the USB-C for your laptop and everything like that. So you get 24 total inputs, 32 outputs, 8 mic pre's, 68 dB of gain coming in. That is a healthy amount of gain coming in on those mic pre's. So you ain't got to worry about nothing driving the SM7B. It's going to be at 24-bit, 96,000 sample rate on the recording. You will have the 32-bit ESS converters inside at 126.5 dB dynamic range. That is the same as my interface I have in here. I have the Motu 828 5th gen, and that has the same converters in there. So I can see why the price point is where it's at. Okay, so that's pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? Really, really good converters. The Motu has it, and I'm telling you, they sound really, really good. That dynamic range, I talked about this on my last live stream. 126.5 dB of dynamic range. Man, you could get so much expression in there. I love talking on this microphone going into my interface. So this converter is really, really good, man. On those instrument inputs, you get JFET, that JFET sound that you're looking for. Again, dual monitor headphone outputs. You get loopback function in here, ADAT-IO, standalone operation, and it does come with rack ears. You can see in this picture that it's just sitting on top of a desktop, but it does come with rack ears to mount in your rack and everything like that. So this is really, really good, man. I'm very excited, and bravo to Audient releasing a ID rack mounted interface. It was long overdue, but this one right here is definitely a steal, man. With the quality that Audient has, for sure, man. We're gonna get back into it. Going to the next email. This is another announcement that will be at the NAMM. Now this is gonna come from a brand that you probably haven't seen before, but this is from Flock Audio, and this is called Switch. So basically, it's kind of like an incoming signal routing piece of gear. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a person that has a lot of drum machines, MPCs, and 2 or 3 synthesizer keyboards and everything like that, you'll know that you need something to, take all those inputs from those instruments. Or, you know what I'm saying, you just got a lot of input connectivity or whatever the case may be, and you really don't like the idea of having an audio mixer and just really, buying a mixer and you only using 50% of that mixer. Well, this particular tool right here will allow you to, have 16 different inputs coming into this Flock Audio Switch device right here, and you can run that into your DAW for recording. And with the knob, all you have to do is just switch to whatever connection that is there, and boom, there it is in your interface. Boom, there it is in your interface and stuff like that. So basically, this Flock Audio Switch is a desktop switching unit with digital control for dealing with a range of different signals in your setup. All right, and it comes with an LCD screen, which is pretty cool. Now, you can run this in your DAW. This is a perfect solution for small home studios with loads of synths, samplers, drum machines, and without having the space of a large mixing desk. Okay, you get 16 TRS inputs. So any signal from a mic preamp, DI box, an instrument, or a AS EBU device can be sent into your DAW for recording, and the rotary knob right here in the middle will allow you to quickly flip to your next sound source without a miss of a dime. The switch is actually okay. It's powered via USB-C, which means you can use this as an adapter or run it directly into your computer without the necessary communication of, saying accompanying the switch desktop. So you have to have a software to work with this particular device with USB-C. So it's almost like it's a interface, but let's thumb through the pictures. You do get outputs, but I'm thinking if you don't want to use the interface, for as the USB-C is concerned, then you can run the outputs of this into, let's say, your favorite interface or mixer. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Very, very interesting to read up on this a little bit more. This is an announcement, so don't hold me to this information. But you can see on the backside here, you have 16 TRS connections, so you can come in like, a mono synth here, mono synth there, a mono drum, and then stereo keyboard here, stereo keyboard there, an MPC, a drum machine, a sampler, and your iPad stereo. And you can switch all in between there, and then do all kind of different recordings. So that's pretty dope right there. I like that from Flock Audio. I haven't heard too much on them, but this will be dropping third quarter of 2025. I'm quite sure they'll have a prototype at NAMM. So if you're at NAMM, make sure you go ahead and check that out. They don't have a price point for this yet, but I see this device being around about $500, give or take. All right, we're going to keep it moving on. We're almost at the finish line right here. We're going to be talking about Producer Grind. They got a new sample pack or sample release collection that is just dropped. This one is called Vintage Royal Collection. If you're looking for some sounds, make sure you check out Producer Grind. They just teamed up with Somatics and everything like that, and they're dropping some heat, man, for sure. So this one right here is Vintage Royale. And this is going to give you those Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West vibes, Timbaland vibes, and everything like that. You get everything from melodies to processed drum loops and even some ear candy effects. Let's see how much this price is. So this particular price is good for 48 hours. I'm not going to drop the link on here because I'm quite sure you could just Google saying Vintage Royale Collection from Producer Grind, and you can navigate to it. So it's only good for like one day. And right now, this particular price is at $25, so it may go up to $200. So whatever that price is, make sure you go ahead and check it out, man, and keep on the lookout for any other sales that Producer Grind may have in the future and whatnot. But you get for $25, you get 3.7 gigabytes worth of sounds, 10 different exclusive packs, and they all 100% royalty free, man. So make sure you go ahead and on the Producer Grind website and check out Vintage Royale Collection. Our last email, and we're going to go ahead and get into it, is a Luna update. Now, this particular update is Luna 1.8. I've been working in Luna on the cool, silently, not on my live stream, but I've been kind of working in Luna, trying to get accustomed to it and stuff like that, because it's really, really awesome. They're still trying to iron out a lot of kinks on the Windows side. From what I'm told, that it works really, really solid in Mac, but on the Windows, it's kind of a little sluggish, and they're still trying to iron out some things. But the 1.8 version dropped, and you can go ahead and update it if you already have Luna on your system. And basically, some of the key features that they have is bounce in place. So if you're working on something, you got about 4 plugins on that track, you can bounce it in place and save you the trouble and save you the hassle and everything like that. Also, you have track presets. So if you, let's say for instance, have a 1176, a La 2A compressor, and another favorite compressor, and another favorite saturator, whatever, you can save track presets now, which is really, really good for bringing in your own custom plugin chains and also routing configurations. So that's very, very awesome. And they also have browser tabs. So the navigation on that side panel on the left hand side in Luna is a little bit easier to navigate and find your favorite plugins. And they have different tabs, so you can tab between your plugins to your presets to your tracks. all keeping it on that little sidecar that they have. And right now they still have a Luna Pro sale going on for $99. So everything that you see in this picture, from the API plugin collection to the two tape machines, a couple of channel strips, the LA2A collection, a couple of synths, delays, and also Luna, the DAW, get all of that for $99. And even the API console emulation that they have built into Luna, you get all that for $100, man. You can't beat that at all, man. So that is it for what's in my inbox for this week, man. You know what I'm saying? Some very, very exciting news that will be dropping here coming up at NAMM. So if you real big on music gear, you're audio nerd like myself, make sure you go ahead and keep your eyes peeled and you know what I'm saying? Is that right? Eyes peeled and your ears open. I think that's how you say it. But make sure you, you know what I'm saying, keep on the up and up on the new tech that's going to be dropping going forward in 2025, man. Hey, this has been your boy Super Mario, man. If you found this video very useful, go ahead and hit a like on this video. Also subscribe to the channel, and as always, stay creative, man. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe. We'll see what will happen in between this Friday and next Friday and everything like that, but you gotta stay subscribed right here to get the latest and the greatest, man. Stay creative, stay bundled up. We got some cold weather going out right there, and as always, man, keep your head on the swivel, man. This has been your boy Super Mario, man. We out.